of you and say that we are honored by your presence. The journey of enhancing the skills and knowledge of hundreds of high school students from all over Liberia has come to an important stage. Today we have come to celebrate your successes, your commitment, your dedication, the friendships that have been formed over the period of 4 weeks. Without further ado, please join me to welcome to this podium to do for us the official welcome remark, Ms. Chelsea Kenya. Thank you. She's the coordinator of the Youth Liberia project. Please give her a round.
Good morning, everyone. This is an exciting day. I'm very happy to be here, to be looking out at all of these faces, many of which I've seen over the past month, going through so many different experiences together. And today is the culmination of that experience. We're here to celebrate Camp xSEL. We're here to celebrate each and every one of you students who have gone through the camp. We're here to celebrate people who work tirelessly to organize the camp, look after you, teach you, counsel you, and guide you through this past month. So, first and foremost, I welcome all of you, our Camp xSEL 2022 students. I also welcome all of the officials, faculty, and staff of the University of Liberia, officials of the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection, who important partners in xSEL, and all the other Bridge Youth Liberia staff and faculty who are here with us today. I'd also like to give a special welcome to the representatives of USAID, who were so happy to be here with us. It's USAID's funding and support that makes Camp xSEL and the whole Bridge to Liberia project possible. We have an exciting program ahead, so I won't speak any longer. And in fact, our able MCs to take us forward and to be excited for the rest of the day.
Thank you very much. This is the part of the program where we get to know the reason why we are here. And to take us through this special part of our program, we will now invite to this podium the Deputy Senior Director of CTLI, who is also the project coordinator of Camp xSEL. Our good mother is Phyllis. At this time, welcome none other but Mrs. Conference.
Good morning, everybody. Since I'm going to down, I'm going to go to the shop the role and I'm in the audience. Some of the persons that I'm going to address are not here, but I encourage some attention. So, recognize the President of the University of Liberia, Dr. Zawon Nelson, and Mr. Mike Kyle, and also the Vice President for the College of Health Sciences and our team Dr. Brendan Don. We also would like to recognize the presence of the officials of the Embassy of the United States of America and the leaders and staff of the United States Aid for Information for International Development, USAID. We recognize your presence and your gifts to what is happening here. We also want to recognize all the staff of the new project, including the project lead person, the project director, I just spoke to you, and including also the different coordinators of the different aspects of the issue project. We also recognize the presence of the officials of the Ministry of Education represented here because we know that we have invited them and they are part and parcel of what is happening today. Also, the Deputy Minister and our associate and work at the Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection. We also want to recognize special invited guests, especially our guest speaker at this program. And all the ladies and gentlemen, I consider it a great privilege to announce to you all that now that we've come to the end of Camp xSEL 2022, it was a success. I make that bold statement on behalf of all of us who have put their hands together to make it happen. As I look back, and some of you who were here last year, I can tell you that from 2001, when we had the inaugural version of Camp xSEL, involving three groups of people, and those were first students who were in the pre-med program, and some students who had applied to the University of Liberia to do pre-med, and also the pre-clinical graduates, the three groups of people. As I look back at the 86 persons that participated in that camp, and look at what we have today. We have gained some milestones. Principally, within a year from last year until now, we have succeeded in establishing an official connection of collaboration between Camp xSEL and the Ministry of Education of the Republic of Liberia. Whereby the Minister of Education himself has appointed two key persons, a focal person and one at the ministry to connect with Camp xSEL. Ms. Freeman, Mr. Johnson, we want to thank you for being here. So that's one milestone. And we've also cultivated a relationship between Camp xSEL and the Ministry of Gender, Children, and Social Protection. And we appreciate what they do, what you do, is advising us, giving us guidelines as far as protection are concerned, as far as it relates to the kinds of educated groups that are in Liberia, up to the point where we had one of the officials of this ministry facilitating the workshop that we had before the beginning of this camp to give us ideas about what happened and what are some of the regulations that surround working with this issue. And we appreciate that. Now, as a result of this milestone, we have, for the first time, gone through a process that is designed to be very rigorous, very transparent, and very innovative in bringing in a total of 100 students from grade 11 and 12 who have come from schools from all the counties in the Republic of Liberia for the first time. Actually, the target group. So, with that in mind, I'd like to say that this is the premier version of xSEL. Process, like I said, was a rigorous one. Going through first step before the actual selection. There was the beginning process of having the administrators of schools that are recognized by the Ministry of Education as high schools that have license to operate in Liberia, and they have to recommend a certain number of students that are performing high in science, and that they will send to the county education officer that screen through like this, and then involve the staff of camp xSEL going out to all the counties in different regions, to administer a test, as well as an interview after people have the test. And that was an experience that had not happened before with camp xSEL. It was a lot of work, but we see the results of that work, and we're glad for what we're asking for. Also, is the fact that no county was left out. So we are very proud of that. In this group of 100 persons, I believe it will be interesting for you to know that we have altogether 51 girls and 49 boys. Talk about gender parity, we get our best. Okay.
We just want to recognize the presence of the President of the University of Liberia.
Okay. Thank you. At this point, what I would like to show off as evidence of the success of the camp, and may I just add, the camp, I have not declared the camp or pronounced the camp successful because we did not have problems. We did. But I'd like to borrow a word from the coordinator for implementation of which you, any problem that we had was solvable. That's it. So we did not have any problem that maybe there's also the that we do not meet most of the goals for the camp. I would like to point out to especially people that support this program and all of us, that this has been a teamwork. And in this room, even though all of them might not be present, we have a team of 39 persons that stay at the camp to make sure that things work the way they were meant. And this group includes the lead instructors, most of them from the University of Liberia. The co-instructors, most of them were recommended to us by the Ministry of Education, the student counselors, and the head counselors. Altogether, we had 5 female student counselors, 5 male student counselors. There's something about this group. All of the 10 student counselors, plus the female senior student counselors, 5th-year students of the AMW student council. I would just like for you to give a round of applause to all the staff. At this point, I'd like to present to all of you the Camp xSEL 2022 participants, and I will call them up by count in order for you to understand a little bit the process involved. No county was left out. The distribution of numbers per county was fair because we took into consideration the number of crises per particular county, and all those things went into consideration to bring these young people together. So we have for Bombay County 4 students. Bravo County 4 students.
Thank you. Now we all are aware that we are not just scientists, we are not just academicians, but the students just presented to you are also very, very talented. And at this time, they are going to show an evidence of that. That they do not just sit up late at night studying. They do not just be up to our other chemistry and physics books, but they also have God-given talent. And at this point in our program, please join me to welcome the boys of xSEL. Firstly, I would like to take this hour to say thank you to Mr. President and to the witness us for a joyful noise for making America.
Turn off the color on my favorite things of all. These meetings going on. I see
At this time of the year, is the rainy season, and to travel by road from the southeast to Monrovia is nothing small. We would like to thank the Mission Aviation Fellowship Airlines for transporting the students from the southeast to Monrovia for us. Here we have the example for our handout members. This year, students are in school, dormitories are occupied with all classrooms. We would like to thank the Baptist Theological Seminary for hosting the camp for us. Finally, we would like to thank USAID, the use of our Bible, and who provided all the essential support.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause for my Thank you. So at this time, we will take a look at our first video that captures our activities at the camp and other things about the Camp xSEL program. So please pay attention as we follow. Thank you.
The Breakthrough Liberia team set out to recruit 100 future health scientists from secondary schools throughout Liberia to participate in Camp xSEL, Excellence in Science Education for Liberia. Working with the Ministry of Education's county and district education officers, we invited a total. In June 2022, the Breakthrough Liberia team set out to recruit 100 future health scientists from secondary schools throughout Liberia to participate in Camp xSEL, Excellence in Science Education for Liberia. Working with the Ministry of Education's county and district education officers, we invited a total of 400 students to gather for a test and interview process in each county. All of these students were recognized as Camp xSEL scholars, and the 100 top performing students were invited to join Camp xSEL 2022. Let's hear from a few of these students at the start of their Camp xSEL journeys.
Hello everybody, I'm student Jenny M. Kale from the F.O. Baptist Church School located Pinsville Town Hall. I'm 17 years old and I'm in the 12th grade. When I was picked among many students from my school to come and sit and write a test, I was kind of nervous in the field because I've never been on an aptitude test before. When I want to be a doctor when I grew up, specifically the School of Medicine.
Well, actually, when I first heard of the Camp xSEL, I was kind of excited. I wanted to see how it would be like. So I decided to make my way here, even though it was a little bit difficult. There was a lot of rain, but yet and still, I successfully arrived. Yeah, actually, I feel very much good and excited that among my colleagues, I was able to exceed. So I'm very much grateful for that. Yeah, I want to be an expert in the science field.
Hello guys, I'm student Marata Ekele in the 11th grade class from the Sekou Ibrahim Sherif High School located at Cannonville JJY community. I'm 17 years. I'm from Snow Hill community in the same Cannonsville. I was picked among so many students in my school to come and attend the test, but I really enjoyed the test, After the test, we go on having some research where we eat and then watch few videos of other doctors and their experiences. I'm Marata. I want to become a doctor, specifically in the field of surgeon.
And my ambition is that I want to become a medical doctor. And the reason I chose medical doctor because, when you are a doctor, you are a continuous source of happiness to other people and their family. And you are also trustworthy, which means that people can give you the choice to treat their patient, and then after that, when God help you, the person is speedy recovery, you are given a honor.
I feel excited and proud of myself that I'm able to make it to another stage. I feel that females are capable of doing what male can do. Yeah, today if you see most of our people are dying because sometimes have the rightful people to take care of them. xSEL helping to get to that level. I'll be able to help my people for everyone to have a better health condition. And I'll also teach other people, encourage other people to join me so that we can help our people.
Government official President Dr. Julie Sauer Madison, President of the University of Liberia, the management team of xSEL, the United States Agency for International Development, Dr. Brandon Dunn, the College of Health Sciences in the University of Liberia, our Howard Counselor, informed teaching staff, fellow campers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am student Joseph Boyd Jr. I'm delighted to be chosen for among my fellow campers to deliver this expressive speech of mine. According to a Dutch philosopher and president of the city of Erasmus, he said prevention is better than cure. But on the contrary, people nowadays are not careful of preventing themselves from some serious or expensive occurrence that can happen to anyone at any given time. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, I would like to speak to you on the topic, effect of the lack of fire extinguisher and first aid kit in laboratories. Fire extinguisher play a vital role in any fire protection plan in any lab. They avoid air response to fire and can help prevent catastrophic damage to property and even loss of life. It is easy to remember how to use a fire extinguisher if you remember the acronym PASS, which stands for pull, in, switch, and sweep. Likewise, the first aid kit is a box, bag, or pack that holds supply used to treat minor injuries, including burn, push, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, some effect of the lack of fire extinguisher and first aid kit in laboratory in this course and previous. One of the effects is the lack of fire extinguisher in laboratory put community at risk. Some materials stored in a science laboratory are quite flammable. This implies that they are potential fire hazards. Example of ethanol, hesitant, and hesitant. If it was a co-hindering or some incident, this material was fire outbreak, extinguisher, it will also cause students in the lab and community members to be in danger because of the magnitude of the fire and produces some corrosive chemicals. In addition, both laboratory fire are caused by injection of chemical liquid, sparks, or vapor that have spread from open container near ignition sources, just as hot plates and burners. Another one is it destroys the student to take advantage of science. It is very bad for a parent to spend their resources for their child to matriculate in high school or colleges, especially the science department, and hear that their child was wounded because of lack of fire extinguisher and first aid kit in laboratory. Moreover, students who are contemplating on how to be a good science student will have no desire of following that career anymore in the name of fear. And lastly, it intensifies the wounds of science students in lab instructors. For instance, when a science student or lab instructor is carrying on experiment in the lab, and unfortunately the sparks of vapor of that chemical drop on his or her skin in the absence of first aid kits, it will intensify the wound of that student or instructor before getting to a medical center. Furthermore, the use of first aid kit in laboratory is essential, prudent, and cardinal in maintaining a safe lab study in case of any contingency. Ladies and gentlemen, before I leave the podium, I would like for you to please take into consideration all what has been said, ensuring a smooth and good lab. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So that is just a gist of what we are going to be getting today. And I assure you that if we listen carefully, there are a lot of things that we can learn even from these presentations that the students are making. But before we continue with the presentations, we would like to take our guest speaker. Our guest speaker is an honorable person. Therefore, we need an honorable man to introduce an honorable woman. So to do that, we are going to call some students Alpha Dialogue.
Well, firstly, my name is Alpha Jabu from Liberia County. Well, before I proceed, I would like to recognize some dignitaries in our midst that have to do with the President of the University of Liberia, the Vice President for the College of Health Sciences, and the delegation from the U.S. Embassy here present, and the media practitioner if they are present, the UC United States Agency for International Development, teachers, our well-informed counselors, fellow students, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Angela Bessie is passionate about global health, having graduated from the A.M. Douglas Medical College, University of Liberia, with a degree in Doctor of Medicine in 1978, and did a postgraduate training in Chapel at National University of Iran, doing in 1986, followed by an international degree in public health, MCH in 1990. Dr. Benson had a vast experience in the health sector management and health system, strengthening, having worked in the public health sector, the private health sector, in the United Nations Organization of UNICEF, and the World Health Organization for several years. Dr. Benson was the foundation manager of the flagship Ministry of Health program, fixed amount reimbursement allowance para supported by UC. She provided technical, managerial, and administrative oversight in 2012. She joined the Liberia College of Physician and Surgeon, LCPS, as Assistant Secretary General in 2013. and later became Secretary General, with executive members providing oversight for the training and service of residents. She was instrumental in the successful graduation of first 13 medical specialists trained in Liberia. She is an examiner of the West African College of Physicians, WACP, with focus on postgraduate qualifications for membership and fellowship in community medicine since 2016. Recently, she led the curriculum reform at AMWT School of Medicine, which inspired the creation of xSEL. At this junction, ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speaker is none other than Dr. Prince. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that introduction. I have a speech here before I go to my remarks. I just like to say that on Monday I was privileged to spend about 3 hours with our campus at the varsity seminary. And that interaction was really life-changing experience for me. It was amazing. The type of vibes, the questions that were raised showed me that these young people are actually one of the best brains in Liberia. So I would like you to continue as you lead the walls of Camp xSEL, to continue to be the best that you can be. And the title of my short remark is Be That Excellent Person. Be that excellent person. So I usually like to greet everybody before I make a speech. So I would like to recognize and say a thank you to the amazing, hardworking organizers of this program. You are probably welcome. Also, the infatigable and hardworking instructors, lecturers, and the able directors, coordinators of the Camp xSEL Bridge program. I'd like to recognize the project director of Bridge Applying Research for a Healthy Liberia, none other than Chelsea Prada. I also like to recognize the Dean of the AFD School of Medicine, the AFD School of Medicine, the auditorium and the school, which is my alma mater. I'd like to say a big thank you to the USAID big delegation, the donors for this whole program and many other programs in the country, recognizing Aaron Burr, Shirley Wright, and all from USAID to say big thank you through them to the American people. We'd like to also recognize and thank the Ministry of Education, all that Dr. Dan has said about the district education officer, as well as the county education officers and all Ministry of Education officers present here. I'd like to recognize the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection represented here. And
also a big recognition to our own Dr. Dan, the Vice President of the College of Health Sciences, University of Liberia. And a very, very huge thanks to the president, our own president of the University of Liberia, who has been with us from day one. And I'm amazed that despite his busy schedule, he always finds time to come and be with us, follow this whole program, the evolution from the inception to even developing the curriculum. The first graduate, he was there, and now again, thank you, sir, for coming, Dr. Nelson. And to you, the graduating class of 2022, I'd like to recognize you and say thank you for being with us for this 1 month. And I'm sure your family members and your friends would have been here, but they are all over the county, so we are also recognizing them in absentia and to say thank you to them for grooming you from day one up until now. And to say to all those who are here, our friends, invited guests, all protocol observed. I'm very honored and humbled to be amongst you today because I'm not calling myself a guest speaker because as I told someone, I said I've been part of the process from day one. So I'm not a guest per se, but I am just giving you some remarks to say big congratulations as you leave the world of xSEL. Thank you for selecting me to be your speaker for today. As you complete your vacation school at xSEL, I want you to remember that you, as an individual, should be that excellent person. Wherever you are, in your little corner, when nobody is watching you, you are that excellent person. That the visionaries of the whole program wanted you to be. And you should be proud of yourself for being the second cohort to be graduating from xSEL. I'm sure it has been an exciting and interesting time for you all. But I would like to give you some background to xSEL, as well as to motivate you further as you go along your life journey. I will also try to let you know that as you go about your life journey, you can be that excellent person that Liberia is looking for. Many students enter the AMA medical school. Look at people. Only a few of them graduates to become doctors. Sometimes only about 50% of those who enter finish and end up as doctors. Why is that? All of them have goals and ambition to become medical doctors. All of them started well, but just along the way, something happened. We all have goals, but I encourage you to nourish your goals, water your goal, and keep growing until it gets to the full harvest. Assessment and structured interviews and structured surveys were done to assess what's happening at the AM School of Medicine, and that showed that there were many issues that had led to the high attrition of students. The finding included the relevance of the subject taught, the number of faculty available to teach, the methods of teaching, financial support, amongst others. Key academic issues were poor foundation in science at high school level, which continues all the way to the medical school using the 9-year pathway. There was also lack of counselors to guide the students. There was lack of equipment, and only one career ladder when you enter the medical school. You just have to become a doctor. So, all this was going on since the inception, until there was a visionary move by the Vice President of the College of Health Sciences, Dr. Bernice. We need to recognize that because she came up with all of the visionary movement to reform the medical school. And that led to the development of the 5-year strategic plan 2019 to 2024. That's the strategic plan that is still being implemented now. And the aim is to make the medical training more efficient, more effective, to enhance the physician competencies, and they were development of 9 competencies area. And I was privileged to coordinate the development of that curriculum. In that curriculum, these 9 curriculum competencies that the doctors are supposed to master within their training, some of them include medical knowledge, health of the population, strengthening the health system throughout the country. And this will create an opportunity for further growth, for development of the faculty members themselves, as well as adaptation of the best practices of medical education, not only in Liberia, but in Africa and the world. So, they led to the development of integrated curriculum, competency-based learning, and student-centered learning. So after all of that, using what we had support from Yale and Vanderbilt technical advisors. We use our own university experts. And I want to emphasize that because we are just starting along the line. So we use experts from the Teachers College and from the Science College of the University of Liberia, including the deans of these colleges. And then an integrated new curriculum was developed by the medical school faculty members themselves. That is history. In the history of the medical school, there have been consultants come and develop curriculum, and they did. And the faculty had to use what has been developed for them. But this time around, the faculty members themselves developed the curriculum. So the reform means that we need to get strong people all the way. And that is why the pipeline Camp xSEL was formed. And this will include training pipeline students even before they enter the pre-medical training. And the new pathway is now 7 years for you or somebody to become a medical doctor. And it looks at every aspect of the medical school, including teaching apprentices, including lecturers, including career ladder, that should not only look at becoming doctors, but after your preclinical training, there's opportunity to go for biomedical sciences at that level, and also go further to get masters in biomedical sciences and to get PhD and become lecturers, researchers. And this reform includes all of the partners that the university is working with. So the Camp xSEL came into existence. And that was to address the gap, as I told you, the gap of the weakness in sciences, and to ensure that students who are good in sciences from across the nation are given the opportunity to sharpen their knowledge and to come into the pre-med training for 1 year. And after the pre-med training, we hope that they will get admitted after they pass the entrance exam into the medical school. And all of that were laid down as a process to help strengthen the science education track within the country. Not only for those who will be going to become doctors, but for other sciences, so that we can be proud that we have a good cohort of scientists in the country who will become researchers, who will become space scientists, whatever they want to become. The opportunity is now there. Also, there have been opportunities that has not been well used before, and the opportunity is for you as a graduate of xSEL to spread the news to other people that they can be whatever they want to become. So now, as you are the second graduating class from xSEL, you have to make a pledge to yourself to be excellent in all that you do. Stick with your goals in life. As I said, you can be whatever you want to be. Outline the processes and the qualification needed to become a physician or a medical doctor in Liberia. The whole world is before you, and you can be anything you want to be. You should not settle for mediocrity, but you should go out there and be excellent in all that you do, because xSEL stands for Excellent in Science Education for Liberia. I encourage you to be excellent and to be a change agent. And for you to be a change agent, you have to be the change maker yourself. Never ever give up your dream or your goal. You have to keep learning wherever you are. Even when you go back to the counties, back to your schools, you have to be the shining example and the light there, because you have been who can excel. To be excellent, you have to raise your own bars. You have to keep raising the bars and breaking new boundaries. You may become the first Liberian to go to Mars. You can become the first Liberian to make new discovery and make the world a better place for all of us. Follow what you are truly passionate about as you go. As top scientists from all over the counties, you may, as I said, become space scientists. But you have to be passionate about what you want to do and keep doing it until you get there. So I want to leave you with an example of excellence that we can learn from the animal kingdom. You know, with the human being, we have the big brains, and because we have the big brains, we can think, we can walk, we can develop things, we can manufacture things. But the animals, they have smaller brains. But we do know that we can learn from them. For example, we can learn from the ants, we can learn from the bees, and we can learn from the geese. I just want to show of the geese. The principles of the geese are very fascinating and amazing. You know the birds that fly together in groups, and they fly in V shape. Do you wonder why they do that? When you look up and you just see a group of birds flying in V shape. People have done research about these birds, and we can learn 5 principles from them. One, that as they lift themselves up, they reduce the air resistance from one bus to the one following behind them. The geese have a common direction. They have a shared vision. As geese flap their wings, they create an uplift for the birds following. By following in V formation, the whole flock had 71% greater flying range than if a bird flies alone. So the lesson there is they are flying together and they are increasing their range. The lesson there is that if a flock flying together creates an uplift and a surge. So we as human beings, if we work together, we can achieve so much more than working in silos. The second principle is when a geese drop out of the formation and try to go alone, you find out that it will require more energy, more effort, because that goose is alone by itself. Therefore, very quickly, he will suddenly find himself back into the group. So we too should stay focused. We should follow our goals and our objective. We should not get distracted by every wind that blows around us, and you should stay the course. Once you plan to do something, stay at it until you get it completed. The third principle is that the geese rotate leadership. You see one bird flying in front, leading all the other birds, and they are flying and flying and flying. But that leader can get tired and exhausted, even though he may be strong. So to help and to avoid the fatigue, they give the goose in the position of the front, move back, and then the next bird takes the leadership. So for us, we have to know that as colleagues, all of you are colleagues here, you are all leaders. One person can be the leader now, but after a while, that person may change, the leadership can change. So you have to support each other as you grow up as leaders. The fourth principle is the geese themselves, they come from behind. They are making noise, encouraging each other. That is to encourage those in front to keep up the speed. And you know, as they are honking, they are encouraging one another to keep flying, to keep up the speed. So you, as human beings, we should be encouraging one another and to make good progress. A timely word to your colleague may motivate that person, it may strengthen the person, and that person will get the best benefit, which will benefit the society. And lastly, when a goose gets sick or is wounded or is shot by a hunter, and that goose drops to the ground, two other geese drop down in that formation and immediately follow the one that needs help. Do you know that they stay up with the one that is helpless until that bird is able to fly again or until the bird dies? Then they launch out again on their own with another formation to catch up with the other flock. If the geese who are ordinary birds can be so caring for one another, how about us as human beings? How about us being so, are we so caring for our colleagues or other professionals? So we should be ready as we go, you should be ready to go the extra mile to help others in need. To be excellent, you have to help each other. Service to others make you shine even brighter. An xSEL class of 2022. I charge you to be the highest, the best expression of yourself. To be kind, to be honest, to be passionate, be compassionate. The whole world is in front of you. Go for your goal, and there's no limit to your success in life. You have come alive by being at Camp xSEL. You have come alive in a new way. I charge you as you go to go and shine, lift up others, and let others see your light shine. Congratulations to you.
Indeed, the door of opportunity for any career in the healthcare sciences has been opened unto you. And what we want to do is to enter into it. You heard what our guest speaker said. He supported. Leave no room for mediocrity and follow what you are passionate about to the very end. And she says that supporting each other makes you shine. That is a word for us. Thank you very much, Dr. Benjamin. Now, before we continue our speeches, we're going to take another video from the xSEL media team, after which we shall return to talk to student
Campers began arriving from the southeast via a local flight, MAF, and by August 6, all the campus had arrived at the Liberia Baptist Theological Seminary for On the 4th of August, campers began arriving from the southeast via a local flight, MAF, and by August 6, all the campus had arrived at the Liberia Baptist Theological Seminary for the start of their 4 weeks intensive and fun learning experience at xSEL 2022. These campers shared their first week's excitement with us.
I must say I'm very impressed. Yes, I'm enjoying Camp xSEL, and it's an amazing place. It's a great experience. The first experience I really enjoyed was my transportation. Let's just say my flight, because I came with plane. It was my very first time to fly with plane. It was my very first time, and this is my first time in the capital city. I see Camp xSEL as one of my greatest experiences in life because everything is provided and we have too many friends, too many friendly people. You know, the environment is just nice to acquire good education.
And the more exciting thing about the camp, I mean, many people across Liberia. So when I have almost 20 friends, if I graduate, because I'm out of high school right now, I'll be graduated. If I graduate, I'm going to attend Bon County with the Ipotitone. Maybe I made one of my Bon County friends here, favorite subjects, chemistry and biology. So I learned a new thing, like I started from ABC again on this camp. But still encouraging myself, because I'm one of them who always do the best for myself, not for all of us, on the public health.
Since I've come on the camp, I've experienced a lot of things like meeting friends from the various counties in Liberia, and at times we go like on a field trip where they will show all the mansion, the Capitol building, and all the exciting things like the sea and all of it. And at the Camp xSEL, we are not all about the book reading. While being at the Camp xSEL, I learned so many things like group work. In the classes, especially the practical classes, you'll get a teacher saying that you all should form a group for you to do a teamwork. In doing the teamwork, other people bring up reading ideas that I myself said I can't read teamwork. Like that, I have a book and I will take notes down.
And the trip was exciting because I came along with colleagues from different schools which we had fun on our way here. Even though we had a hectic trip because we had to ride back from Funchaman to Bon County before getting on a car to reach airport. It was a lot of fun because we came together as a team and we were all friendly until we reached here. And since we came, as for me, I have a lot of networking. I've met a lot of new friends. I learned a lot of new things. The lesson we are receiving the lesson very smooth, like because all of our teachers are very interactive with us. We all participate during class time, and so with that we are able to get the lesson very clear. At the end of this camp, I hope to get the best knowledge, the best of friends that I can be able to work out there with tomorrow. That if I meet any of them, I hope to achieve that strong networking that tomorrow we can be able to move our country forward.
Well, I can say the lesson are very engaging. So it's not only the teachers that are going to be doing the talking, the students also will be doing the talking. So interactive discussion is what I've been carried on here. Well, I can see that I hope to learn many things in the sciences, especially when it comes to having a practical knowledge about the sciences. That is the thing I'm very much interested in to learn. But now this camp has helped me to set my mind on one thing. So now I've actually set my mind on being a laboratory technician. I realized that if I become a laboratory technician, I can help even more people than if I become a radiologist.
My name is Gabe Joy Bright. I am from the Alexander B. Cummings Model Science and Technology School. Okay, so this is my first year in the Camp xSEL. This is actually the first time in any camp of my life, and Camp xSEL is amazing, surprisingly, because we have people from all over Liberia, from all the 15 counties, and it's been a very amazing time interacting with them. Also, the fact that we have teachers from universities, big universities in Liberia, is also amazing. And I love it because they actually teach us a lot and not only focus on school and academic activities only. We have extracurricular activities almost every night, and it's very fun. We get to interact with each other in the camp. My interest in science is the fact that science is able to explain things that we, like regular people, do not understand. The fact that science uses experiments to explain things is very interesting to me. Well, I hope to be ahead of my class, and I hope that as I go, I'll be able to impact others, that next year they will be selected and come for the camp.
Thanks to the media team. So the also continue our presentation. Please join me to welcome to this podium to the Mawa.
Honorable guest speaker, Dr. Angelina Benedict, President of the University of Liberia, coordinator of Camp xSEL program, senior staff, male and female counselor, fellow students, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is Martha Nikele, and I'm in the 11th grade of the Radon County. In one of our chemistry labs, we have learned about the periodic table and that there are 118 elements found within the periodic table. Of the 118 elements, there are 6 alkali metals. And of these 6 alkali metals, we were able to carry on 3 different experiments containing 3 different elements, of which I have chosen and decided to discuss on one today. Today I will be speaking to you all on the topic, the danger of the reaction of rubidium in a laboratory experiment, especially in chemistry lab. But first, let me give you the history of rubidium. Rubidium is an alkaline element and is in the first group of the periodic table of chemical elements. It has atomic number 37 and atomic mass 85.5. Rubidium is silver-like, shining in appearance, and it is not to be kept in heat. Rather, we must store them in a glass amber on an less ability. Its melting point is about 39 degrees Celsius. Rubidium was discovered in the year 1861 by two German chemists known as Robert Bunsen and Gustav Kasper. It can react with so many materials like napkin, paper, wood, and sand. For today's paper, I will be discussing the reaction of rubidium with kerosene, sulfur, and water. First, how does rubidium react with kerosene? To answer, rubidium is a hard metal, so in order to place it in kerosene, we use peroxide. Peroxide will dissolve a melting metal into a lot of kerosene. Because kerosene contains both water and oxygen, it softens hollow metal. It oxidizes rubidium into a jar of kerosene, which rapidly turns it into a very soft metal. In this case, its texture resembles a bottle at room temperature. On the other hand, the reaction of rubidium with water is different. With water, rubidium behaves much more dangerously than that of potassium. In this case, if we throw a small piece of rubidium in the water, an explosion will eventually occur. It will occur because the rubidium behaves much more densely in water. Lighter pieces of rubidium explode vigorously. Mantel is the reaction of rubidium with sulfur. The reaction of rubidium with sulfur is similar to that of water because it also explodes. When we set a fire to rubidium and sulfur, it usually dissolves into a fiery explosion leading to orange flames, and because of its alkaline properties, it usually bleeds. To conclude, rubidium is a very important metal that is in the periodic table and can be carried on using so many laboratories that are similar in other countries. Its uses is not just limited to laboratory, but it can also be used in other industries that are used for the manufacturing of photoshop and the removal of regular gases from within the vacuum. An important thing to know about rubidium in an experiment is it behaves much more dangerously. So, advice to me is that when carrying on an experiment, we have to be very careful and carry on safety measures in order to save lives. So today, this is my lecture on rubidium and I present.
Thank you all. It's exciting. All of these speakers, I'm not sure if I can pronounce Chidio and all that, but I'm quite impressed. Before we go ahead, we just want to announce that this program is being broadcast on Loop FM 106.5. It is also live on Facebook on the College of Health Sciences Thank you. So to continue, we now call on student James Matthew from
our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Angela Benson, all officials present, Dr. Julius Sauer Nelson, President of the University of Liberia, Dr. Bernice Dam, Vice President of the College of Health Sciences at Yale, the management team of BridgeU, the management team of xSEL, our hard-working counselors, informed teaching staff, determined students of science, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Matthew from Great Mountain County. I'm super excited for being afforded the opportunity to deliver this program. Having studied for several years in high school, having received a full month of in-depth and excellent science nourishment at xSEL, I've learned a lot about science and its contribution to the world. Hence, I will speak to you on the topic, the contribution of science to the world. Many people in the world today view science as an area of study that is complex and time-consuming. On the contrary, science is not just an area of study, but rather it's a part at least one of good things in contributing to society. The study of science has taken many great individuals at the zenith of recognition due to the radical approach to science. These include the likes of Sir Alexander Fleming, who is recognized for the invention of penicillin, who is used to treat bacterial infection, and Alexander Graham Bell, who is recognized for the invention of telephones. Science has contributed, and it is still contributing towards the smooth functioning of many sectors in projects around the world. These include the health sector, education sector, manufacturing industries, and many other areas of influence. According to a report from the World Health Organization, there are many new disease outbreaks in diversified parts of the world. Interestingly, the cure to these diseases are discovered through research, and science is used as primary source. Vaccines and pills are discovered and tested in science labs, and they are approved by qualified scholars of science. True science, today there are many health practitioners found in many parts of the world. They are also specialized in several areas of health, and they were all prepared through the study of science. Through the study of science, people have obtained knowledge on how to make weapons to aid in defense. Many also develop knowledge on how to invent towers and building or high education to aid in development. Science has also contributed towards the economy. Due to the inevitability of science, its contribution extends to areas such as natural and agricultural sectors. Fertilizers are used in agricultural industry to increase food production, and scientific methods are used to engage in solve economic problems. Several years ago, people used hand materials to carry on agricultural practices, but due to the study of science, many developed ideas on how to create machinery and tractors to carry on agricultural activities smoothly. Science has also contributed immensely towards the education sector. At first, the science was seen as academic students, but now due to research and technical discovery, students have gained more interest in science learning, and they are encouraged to do dental studies and gain more knowledge on how to engage in solve problems. Listening audience, therefore be mindful of the fact that science is not just a mere area of study, but rather it plays a vital role in our societal advancement. In this, we as decision makers, students, and stakeholders, we must all promote science education in order to further its contribution towards the world. Promote science today and bring us back. Engage science and impact the world. Thank you.
Your words. Thank you for that. Last but not least, Please join me to welcome student Liberia here. Thank you. Okay, so before I begin my speech, I would like my fellow campers to join me and let's clap for our instructors. So, my instructor, you may not have known, but you have somehow impacted the life of each and every one of us sitting here today. We owe you all the knowledge and all the things, all the wonderful things you are doing. We owe them to you. Say thank you. This type of and to our proud sponsor, you didn't have to do it to invest your money in other people's children for his healing. We want to say thank you and we are grateful. Please clap for them. Our dynamic and most beautiful guest speaker, Dr. Angela Benson. His Excellency Dr. George Manendia, President of the Republic of Liberia, and officials of the government. Reverend Dr. Julia Tower Nelson, President of the University of Liberia and the Youth Family, Dr. Brady Town. Proud sponsors of xSEL, the United States Agency for International Development, the Vision Team, Center for Teaching, Learning and Innovation, College of Health Sciences, University of Liberia. Our energetic and courageous led and co-instructors, compassionate and diligent counselors, invited guests, the distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today, I, students of Liberia, Liberia County, specifically Our Lady of Fatima High School, stand before you almost and filled with pride to speak to you on the topic drug addiction as a disease. Before I proceed, I would like to give you the vivid definition of the word drug addiction. According to the World Health Organization, the word addiction refers to a treatable chronic medical disease involving complex interaction among recycling, heredity, their environment, and an individual's life experience. People with addiction use or engage in behavior that becomes compulsive, despite harmful consequences. Interestingly, these substances include food, sex, drugs, alcohol, etc. But as it relates to my today's presentation, I will be elaborating on the substance drug, specifically psychoactive drugs. So, psychoactive drugs are substances that, when taken in or administered into one system, affect the mental processes, including perception, consciousness, cognition of mood, and emotion. Hence, the most suitable definition for drug addiction or substance use disorder is a disease that affects a person's brain and behavior and leads to inability to control the use of legal or illegal psychoactive. Emerging scientists, there are four major types or categories of psychoactive drugs, and they include depressants, stimulants, opioids, and hallucinogens. All these psychoactive drugs, as they said, affect the most sensitive part of your brain when they in excess or are used regularly. Listening audience, being a person that is addicted to drugs, specifically psychoactive drugs, is much risky than anyone can imagine. This is because all drugs that lead to abuse affect a system called the limbic reward system of the brain. The limbic system is composed of four parts: the hypothalamus, the amygdala, the thalamus, and the hippocampus. It is a part of the brain involved in behavior and emotional responses, especially when it comes to behavior we need for survival. Example, feeding, reproduction, carry on a fight or flight responses. When this drug interacts with the nervous system in the brain, it causes the person to have strong emotion and feelings. Furthermore, these substances block careful modulation of feelings and motivation that underline normal behavior. In that, the person no longer finds pleasure in normal things, but finds pleasure in taking in drugs. Fellow members, many people do not understand why or how other people become addicted to drugs. They may think that those who use drugs like war principles or willpower, and that they will stop the use of drugs simply by choosing to. But in reality, drug addiction is a complex disease, and when we usually say both a good intention or strong will. This is because the drug replaces the normal neurotransmitter in the brain, and if the drug is not taken, the person is not normal. Besides, no one factor can predict if a person will become addicted to drug or not. In fact, it is a combination of factors that influences the rate of addiction. Hence, the more risk factor a person has, the greater the chance that taking drugs will lead to addiction. Some risk factors include genetic makeup, environmental factors, developmental factors, etc. Now, before a person can be turned or called a drug addict, it must meet certain criteria according to the Reverend Chapika Textbook of Psychiatric Decision. And these criteria include proportion, evidence of psychosocial problems, loss of control, loss of alternative social pleasure, withdrawal symptoms, and tolerance. Fellow intellectuals, like all disease, drug addiction has different approaches or options. However, the most common treatment for addiction is counseling and other behavioral therapy, such as cognitive behavioral therapy and the position state management. Moreover, medications are highly encouraged as they aid in relieving the withdrawal symptoms. Even if a person or an addict decides to quit the use of drugs, the person requires medical support to relieve symptoms such as diarrhea, vomiting, severe weakness, headache, even death. Being a drug addict is not an award because, like all diseases, drug addiction has prevention, therapy, and other medications that can help them recover even if not very. What is important is to acknowledge the fact that you are ill. My friend asked me why I chose to write on drug addiction of all topics, and I laughed and replied, I chose this topic because I feel like this is an opportunity given to me as a future psychiatrist to educate and inform my fellow countrymen about drug addiction and the fact that most of our young people depend on it, consequently putting our country in a state of death. A wise man once said, learn to fight the war now before it becomes your giant tomorrow. Therefore, as a future psychiatrist, I recommend that we fight this chronic genetic disease and save our death for future families. So before we go into our next section of the program, which is very important, that is the special remark from important personalities who are in our midst. We are going to take a spoken word from one of our own campus. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to invite to the podium from Montreal County, Stewart, yes, Good morning, everybody. As everybody has said, I am Victor Bright, a student of the 11th grade representing Montreal County. Today, I chose a very particular topic, which was find interesting. A topic named music.
and how music affects our brain. For some of us here, music is just another thing we do to pass the time, listen to music, to hype up ourselves. But to me, music is an art. Music helps me through my difficult times, and I want to share with you some of the amazing things that music can do for our body. Music, as they say, is the food for the soul. Music means art of combining sounds or sequences of notes, each harmonious patterns pleasing to the ear and satisfying for to my soul. Simple, nothing too rough, nothing vulgar. Soft rhythmic music is just right for me. Rhythm also can be known as music. It is a measured portion of our time and it's also the food that sticks our life together. It is important to note that apart from hyping up parties or making a church lively, music has amazing great work it performs. One of the first things that happens when music enters our ears, our brain, is the triggering of pleasure centers. One specific brain formation, known as the striatum, discharges a substance called dopamine in reaction to a pleasure-related stimulating element. This response is so quick, the brain can even anticipate the most central parts of a familiar song. It is a big part of our unique human ability to think and plan. It helps us strive, focus, and find things interesting. Having had a long stressful day from school, music is just there to lift me up. Some can attest that music actually helps them concentrate while studying, while others use music in tedious work to make their process shorter. Music seems to find real-rooted tasks, and that is why it is such a useful tool in terms of helping people with different kinds of brain damages. Because it helps to find new pathways in terms of brain functioning. This is because the abilities of music act on the human brain with speech and verbalism. Audience, if you want to keep your brain engaged throughout the aging process, listening to and playing music is a great tool. It provides total brain workout by reducing anxiety, blood pressure, and peace, as well as improving sleep quality, mood, mental alertness, and memory. Thank you.
Thank you. So now, let's go to the xSEL media team for our next video of our camp activities. After which,
Learning
we'll
in a
all take
structured
personal
classroom
remarks
environment.
beginning with the Education Republic of Liberia. Thank you.
Learning in a structured classroom environment through games, field trips, group war. Many first-timers 2022 campus expressed gratitude and shared XSEL experiences, lessons learned, and their hopes for the future. Indeed, this is a new breed of Liberia's scientists determined to make a difference.
When I arrived at xSEL, God opened my eyes to acknowledge some things that I thought was impossible to understand, like the basic mathematics, physics, and some, let's just say, personal stuff. I got to understand difference between so many things, working with different people, interacting with different people, understanding different people. It was just great. But as it relates to what I want to do, I want to become a psychiatrist.
I never in my life knew how to write a speech before. But when the English teacher, Mr. Vamuya Kene, started to teach us about it, I got a clear picture and now I'm ready to write my own speech. And when we had the workshop, medical doctors came to us and I saw a young lady who was a medical doctor. It just boosted my appetite of it. I made friends. I was kind of shy before. I was scared. I want to believe in my school. So I was asked to do that. And then when I came, I started making new friends. People started coming around me and I became outspoken. On break, after our classes, we have games, sports. I started learning how to play kickball. After my graduation, I'm going to Cotton to study biology and then pursue with my medical career.
This camp is focused on the practical aspect of this information that you have. So it's not only about the amount of information you have, but it's about the usage of this information. How to practically. My first time to ever visit a laboratory and to use a microscope was at this camp. So even though I've been through high school, but I've never been into a laboratory to use any of the apparatus. But at this camp, I was given the opportunity to use a microscope. So Camp xSEL has been helping me a lot in developing my career. That's the reason why at first I said I wanted to become a radiologist. But now Camp xSEL has made me to realize that I can also switch to become a laboratory technician.
Before coming to Camp xSEL, I had a dream of becoming a medical doctor, which Camp xSEL have helped me in building the courage to do what I want to become. When we came to Camp xSEL, they taught us how to do teamwork. They taught me about the digestive system, the skeletal system, all of those. And they took us to labs that we saw things first, things that we have learned the theory, but the practical we haven't seen it. But when I came to Camp xSEL, they showed me the practical of whatsoever that I wanted to know. They took us to the University of Liberia campus and they took us into the lab and they showed us a lot of things, how to treat sicknesses, what type of sicknesses. They show us a lot of things, stages of delivery and so on.
In my country, it was looking so difficult for me. But since I come to Camp xSEL, quadratic equation looking so simple. We look at fixes, the graphing aspect. People taught us good thing how to graph, teach us the way to proceed in graphing. I want to become a public health specialist. You have to come.
Thing that I really like about this camp is the aspect of the critical thinking game. The critical thinking game really sharpening the people minds. Here we will group by counselor group and critical thinking game. One of the best thing that it teach me is listening, paying attention to your friends, and trusting in another person.
Thank you very much. We now call on the representative of the Ministry of Education, Republic of Liberia, for a special remark.
Thank you. I recognize the personality Dr. Saul President of the University of Liberia, Dr. Brown, head of the Health Science, and our OS speaker, Mrs. Bexley, and xSEL counselors, and also partners with the USAID, and also recognize the fellow county education officer of Mr. Peter Gold for Riverside County, and Mr. Stephen for Mikey, and I from Australia, and also able to recognize our able director for science and technology and religious education. We bring greetings from Dr. D. Ansisoni, who is the host of this team. And we are grateful that we are present to this all the closes of the Camp xSEL program. You know, when we were called to send the names of our students from every school, it was a task, for which we worked along with a team, and that was done. We are grateful, as I was sitting in the seat, hearing from our students I was impressed. I mean, it speaks that learning is taking place. I'm always thinking this is whenever I'm asked to speak. Educational investment is a long-term investment. But for her investment, sometimes it's short-term. For example, if I have a headache and I'm asked if I go to the medical doctor, they will give me proposal. Will be the beginning of my eye, or that pain will be relieved within the next few hours. But we cannot feel the impact of education sometimes after a headache. With this bad our children perform, they are being school for more than a year. But with their present, with their intellectual ability, and pronunciations of words, I'm highly impressed. And the research education will continue to work on us while willing to help us to educate our children. But before I leave this day, let me remind my students with this positive word of motivation. Which, whenever I'm teaching the students, I always like to share with them. Growth mindset over fake mindset. Growth mindset over fake mindset. It is a fake mindset, learn to try to prove themselves and will often shy away from challenges. That's a fake mindset. Why? Because they do not want to appear to be strongly. In other words, they do not want to be challenged. But look at what is growth mindset. Learners, on the other hand, believe that abilities and talents can be cultivated and improved through hard work. They see their own challenges, see struggle, and failures as a necessary path of growth. I do believe as you are looking forward to see yourself be the way you want to be in your exercises, you have a form of growth mindset, accept challenges, and indeed you will see yourself more as a purpose. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate that. Next on our list for special remarks, the representative of the Ministry of Health, Republic of Liberia. Okay. We have in our midst the Ministry of Gender and Social Protection here present. At this time, let us please put our hands together as we welcome the representative of the youth, the United States Agency for International Development.
All protocols observed. So, good morning, almost good afternoon to all the students. My name is Aaron Burr, and I work at USAID in Washington, D.C. So first, I just wanted to say a brief thank you to the Bridgeview team, to all of our partners in the government of Liberia, here at the University of Liberia, and those in the USG. I've had the privilege to work with the Bridgeview team, the xSEL team, for almost 3 years now. I feel so honored and privileged to have been able to sit and meet with the team and plan and think about what this project could be. And now I feel even more honored to be able to be here and see it in action. So yesterday I had the opportunity to come to the camp at the Baptist Seminary. I I had a chance to meet with some of the camp organizers, administrators, some of the counselors, and some of the students as well. From my conversations, it was obvious that this group had a lot of passion, they had a lot of dedication, and there was also excitement. And I've been able to see a lot of excitement today as well. It's also been very exciting for me to be able to see this version of the Camp xSEL with students from 11th and 12th grade from all 15 counties in Liberia. It's quite a feat, and it's really amazing to think how you students today are kind of a part of strengthening the scientific pipeline and creating the next generation of healthcare workers here in Liberia. It's really amazing. So first, I wanted to just give an appreciation to the team. We've done an amazing job organizing this camp. I'm excited to continue, USAID is excited to continue its partnership with you and the team. And to the students, I just wanted to leave you with some words from the great animator and storyteller Walt Disney, who said, "All dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them." So congratulations to the graduates of Camp xSEL 2022. Good luck, best of luck. I can't wait to see what you're going to be doing next. So thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are running to the end of this program. At this time, please join me to give a warm round of applause to the president of the University of Liberia.
Because you are saying that time is let's give people one minute. Dr. Bunny Don, our Vice President, the College of Health Sciences. our partners and supporters of the University of Liberia, including our rich UK, USAID, and others, the supervisor and managing team of the Camp xSEL, our friends from the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Gender, our wonderful students who have reached this major milestone, to our parents, far and near, for giving us these wonderful children, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the board estate. Today is another exciting day for the University of Liberia, the College of Health Sciences, in particular, and the overall modernization of our medical education in the Republic of Liberia. I'm excited. I believe that you are also excited as well, because we are gathered to witness the second graduation exercises of Camp xSEL 2022 program, as intended to groom and transition our young and promising students in preparation for their sojourn into the medical field here in Liberia and beyond. Let me give special thanks to Vice President Bernice Dam, the administrative and support staff of the College of Health Sciences, and particularly the management team of Camp xSEL 2022, who have spent the last few weeks living with, holding and impacting the minds of these young people, talented ones from Cape Mount to Cape Monterado, from Mandela to Mangini Riverside to Refugee Bapu to Grand Grove in the Republic of Liberia. They are the teams that are playing for our medical future in the Republic of Liberia. Let me also express additional thanks and appreciation to the Free Youth team and youth team for collaborating, especially our friends in the Ministry of Education, to the county and district educational officer in recruiting for various secondary schools around the country. 100 plus young people spark, determined, highly motivated participants. I was whispering to Dr. Sam, and I was telling her what you are doing. When this information gets into the public sphere, the pressure to recruit more students. The 2023 Camp xSEL. It looks like you can go more than 100 students. So you also graduate, as you graduate today in competition from this phase, and endeavor to embark upon a journey that many here to tread. I'm encouraging you to be steadfast, vigilant, determined, and focused. Remember that the medical field is different from all the other fields because the emphasis is on saving and maintaining the life of human beings. There will be absolutely no room for errors. There will be no room for second chances. There will be time for the choice between life and death. And one of your friends or patients will rest squarely on your shoulders. Hard decisions will have to be made following the professional principle that laid down for this discipline that you will find yourself in as we go to the future of Liberia. The University of Liberia remains grateful to the government of Liberia for its continuous support to medical science in Liberia, particularly at the College of Health Sciences embracing the School of Medicine, the School of Pharmacy, the School of Public Health, the School of Nursing and Midwifery as we proceed to the future. We as an institution remain committed providing the necessary leadership and knowledge to prepare well-trained and qualified physicians to fill the gap and reduce the doctor-to-patient ratio in the Republic of Liberia. Our quest to carry out this important mandate will continue to review our approaches, modify and improve where necessary to ensure that productivity is high and capable of making the needed difference. One of these approaches is the introduction of xSEL that is being shared with redefining and rearranging the route through which students study nursing in our country. And over now, we are happy that this approach ensures that the total number of years that an individual has to study before being certified as a medical doctor has been reduced from 9 years to 7 years. Thanks to the xSEL program that is part of that transformation, medical education in Nigeria. It is our anticipation that this program will attract more energetic and motivated students who will be willing to spend the long hours learning and developing themselves for the future of our medical sector, our health sector in Liberia. Thank you to the leadership of the College of Health Sciences. Thank you to the Bridge U, the UC program for collaborating in your partnership with the University of Liberia. Thank you to the management team of Camp xSEL 2022. Thank you to our wonderful, smart, energetic, and families of these our future doctors. Thank you to our partners who have come to stay with us through thick and thin. Thanks to all of us for making this day successful for these young people on their future journey for medical education in the Republic.
Thank you very much. The medical field responsive, therefore remain steadfast, remain diligent, remain proactive, and continue in the pursuit of your dreams. We want to say thank you to our honorable president. We are honored by the president today. Thank you for your youthfulness. Thank you that we can always relate with you. Thank you that you are the old man in your youth. This is how we come to the end of our program. But before we go, we want to take our word of thanks from Mercy Gambo. Family, welcome us, and please be looking for us again because we're coming back next time. We want to say thank you for the Minister of Gender. They were key in making ensuring that we include the gender safeguarding policy in our implementation. So we want to say thank you for them, and we want to be going back in collaboration with them. We want to say thank you to USAID for the sponsorship, for the collaboration and the partnership. Without you, this we have made a success. So we say thank you for that. Thank you. So all those individuals that came to the camp to give motivational talk that benefiting, we said thank you so much for calling on you, for showing up and inspiring our young people. We want to say thank you to the Baptist Citizen family who had a strong call, was there to receive us and allow this camp to become a success. We also want to say thank you to the Bridge Youth family behind the scene, in front of the scene, at the side of the scene, that when we were on the camp, that when we called, they were making sure that everything was going well. We said thank you to them. We want to say thank you to our teachers. When we moved the camp to that, there was a quick call, but they were able to understand that, we have to work together to make this happen. We say thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your understanding. Thank you so much for working with these young people. We really, really appreciate that. And we're going to be working together to see how we can build these young people's futures. Thank you. We want to say thank you to our counselors. We want to say thank you to our counselors. I call them the guardian angels. They were your first contact. They were your first point of contact. They were there speaking with you, guiding you through the process. And our big thank you go to these amazing young people. People gathered in one place with coming from different places like Liberia. But like Mrs. Anna has said, we haven't got a major where we have to break fight or anything. What was key was making you guys understand that it's important to disagree. It's important to have different opinions. It's important to have different viewpoints. But what also that you allow people to express themselves, and you guys were able to exercise that. So all things that you were able to really, really allow this camp to operate with, you were respectful. We really going to miss you. nursery group, her teacher in Liberia. She's going to take you to where your lunch is served. And for the rest of us, we're going to stay here and enjoy ourselves.